What's up guys, Crispy Charizard here. Now you may be wondering what I'm doing back in Turffield of all places, but the truth is, I accidentally / intentionally looked up the riddle from Turffield, so that means I figured it out. But it wasn't that difficult in hindsight, so I would have figured it out on my own eventually, you know? Now first, I have to go back just to prove that it's not that difficult. Oh, and after we finish this riddle, we're gonna go and catch all the new Pokemon that are gonna go on our team. Today's episode is focusing on growing our team. If you look above my head, you'll see that I have Inteleon, Corvisquire, and Toxel. The same Toxel I got as a gift in-game. Now, I also caught another Toxel in the wild, but this one has a better ability and a better nature. Yeah, so Toxel is gonna go on our team, and I already know what it evolves into. We're gonna catch 2 other Pokemon, hopefully this episode, but maybe it'll take 2 episodes. That'll go after Toxel. So yeah, this episode is focused on team building, not on the story. So yeah, let's talk with the girl. A treasure lies buried somewhere in Turffield. According to this treasure map, the trick to finding the treasure lies in the standing stones. Seek yourself 3 standing stones. Okay, so what I didn't understand the first time I was here was that we just have to find 3 of them out of 5 or 6, how many there are, only 3 of them, with grass before the other ones. This is also obvious, but I didn't figure it out because I was too distracted. In hindsight, it's obvious. Grass before the other ones means grass is the stone you click first, because it's before the other ones. So we need grass and 2 others. See how hard? That's not hard at all. I have no idea why I couldn't figure it out the first time. Use well that strength, and find then the strength of his strength in the end. Now, use well that strength means use grass. And find then the strength of its strength and the end. Okay. Now, if you use grass, that means you beat water. And if you use water, that means you beat fire. So you literally have to go grass, water, fire. It's so easy in hindsight. I can't believe it took me this long to figure it out, and I didn't even have to figure it out. I had to look it up by accident. Like, I didn't mean to, but I kind of meant to. So yeah, I said I wouldn't, but I did. Anyway, Dally not if you have a mind to find what time is left behind. Okay, so that just means you have to go from grass directly to water, directly to fire. So yeah. The strength of its strength. Okay. So first we have to identify water. Just so I don't click the wrong one by accident. Okay, this one's water. Okay, so now I know grass, water, fire. Let's go. I already know what we're gonna get from doing this, but you know, at least we can do it, because I was like so confused. My original theory, like if I had done this on my own, I would have done dark, water, fire. I don't know why. I would have done dark, water, fire just because grass before the other ones. I thought it meant grass in front of the other ones, and the one in front of grass is dark. If you go from grass straight ahead, you get dark. But that's not what it meant. Grass before the other ones means grass before the other ones. So yeah, first is grass. And now water beats fire, which is at the other end of town. I hope this is the right one. Okay, there's something buried in the ground. So the treasure was an expert belt, because it represents being super effective, no matter what type you are. Okay. Maybe I'll use that item. The fact that it had such a complicated way to get it shows that it's a useful item. It's actually a very useful item. You know, one of my favorites. I haven't used it in years though. Okay, let's see if she says something. What? You actually managed to find treasure? That's amazing. I was completely stuck. So was I. I'm so sorry that I cheated. Okay. Next, we just go past this town and we're gonna catch our next Pokemon. Okay, so you may be wondering what Pokemon are going to go on our team in this episode. And the 2 of them are actually a secret. But you can find one of them on this route. The problem is, I don't know which patch of grass has the best chance. But encountering them is super rare. And by super, I just mean relatively rare. So we're just gonna be patient. Now, some of you already figured out, probably, if you're clever, which Pokemon I'm looking for, just based on the route where I am. But, yeah, I want to leave it a surprise for those of you who have no clue. I actually had no idea. There it is! Farfetch'd! Because we're gonna evolve it into Sirfetch'd. Yeah, it's a small encounter in the overworld. 10%, maybe 5%. But I knew we wouldn't need too much time to find it. Yep. Yep. Look at that Galarian Farfetch'd. It's different from a regular Farfetch'd, that's for sure. I had no idea that they would do this with so many Pokemon, and I'm really so stoked. Not only is this going to help fill the Pokedex so we can become a shiny hunter after we finish, but you're going on the team. Farfetch'd. Boom. I just added it up there. I know the whole team already, but this is just the first step. Toxel, Farfetch'd, and the next one. The Wild Duck Pokemon. Galarian form. Pure fighting type. Oh yeah. Not a normal flying, but a fighting type. I love fighting types. They're just so offensive. And steel types, they're just so defensive. Fighting, steel, oh, those are great types. Especially if they're both in one, like Lucario. That's why I like Lucario so much. Among other reasons. I mean, it just looks cool, but we're not using Lucario this generation, unfortunately. I mean, eventually we'll train one, maybe even shiny hunt one, but it's not going on our team. The Farfetch'd of the Galar region are brave warriors, and they wield thick, tough leeks in battle. I love it! Let's just hope it's the right nature and stuff. Okay. Oh, it's already holding an item. It's a leek. Wait, a leek? That's not a stick from previous generation. It's a different item. We'll look at that later. Okay. Level 19. Steadfast. The Pokemon determination boosts the speed stat each time the Pokemon flinches. I don't remember all of the abilities that it does get, but I'll look up to see if this is one of the better ones. Now, it's a neutral nature, which I'm thankful for, because a neutral nature is better than a harmful nature. Although, I would have preferred a good nature, but it's better to have a neutral nature than a harmful one. Look at that high attack stat. 42, dang. Sand attack, Leer, Fury Cutter, Rock Smash. Not bad. Hardy nature. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. In fact, guess what? I'm putting you at the top of the team. Oops, my bad. Still getting used to these controls. I haven't played in like a week. Editing and other stuff takes my time so much that I can't actually play and finish the game, even though people have already finished weeks ago. Okay. In fact, I'm going to give an amulet coin to Farfetch'd since we're going to be using it so much. Next, we're going to go see what that leek is all about. Leek. An item to be held by Farfetch'd. This very long and stiff stalk of leeks boosts its critical hit ratio. If we want it to evolve, and we do, having it hold this item is going to be very useful, because the only way to evolve Farfetch'd is to have it have 3 critical hits in one battle. So, let's give the leek to Farfetch'd. And let's give the amulet coin back to Corvus Squire anytime we want money. Okay. Oh, and let's see if it learns any TM moves. Okay, let's teach it Brutal Swing for now. And for those of you wondering, I already checked which TMs and TRs work on Toxel. That's why I am not bothering right now. I already did that before this episode started. And then we have the TRs, which I don't want to waste. Especially Focus Energy? You know what? I'm going to use Focus Energy on it only so that it can evolve. And we don't need it to know Leer. Not at the moment. Now that we have the leek and Focus Energy, just to be safe about the critical hits. And I know what you're thinking. It being able to use 3 critical hits will only be difficult if a Pokemon faints before you can get the 3rd one done. If it faints before the 3rd one is done, obviously this is going to be a difficult task to finish. So what we need is a Pokemon opponent strong enough to survive 3 critical hits, or at least take 2, and then the third one can knock it out, you know? So, Sleep Talk, of course. I thought this Pokemon learned that. Throat Chop. I already taught it Brutal Swing, but Throat Chop might be better. Okay, fine. I have 2 Throat Chops, so let's compare it to Brutal Swing. Brutal Swing has a power of 60. And unfortunately, it hits everyone, so it's not going to help me to hit my opponents, my Pokemon in like a double battle or a multi-battle. So Throat Chop is more powerful, and it has that extra effect. So I'm going to forget Brutal Swing, which was a TM to begin with, so it's no big deal. Throat Chop is more powerful. Eventually, if I eventually am able to teach it Knockoff, but I forgot if it learns Knockoff by TM or by, Someone once told me in a comment that Knockoff is no longer TM, but honestly, I can't remember it ever being a TM in the first place, so I'm confused. I might be wrong. I can make mistakes, but, I think Farfetch'd learns Knockoff by level up. But it doesn't matter. Throat Chop is good enough for now. So yeah, hurry up before this episode is done. Let's go to the the route, sorry, where we can catch the next Pokemon on our team. And that route is this one. Motostoke Outskirts. And we'll get there from Motostoke. But the problem is it's a rare encounter. Like a really rare encounter. And it's not in the overworld. So at least we know how we need to catch it. I already caught all the overworld Pokemon here. Sudowoodo, Hatena, Coughing, even Sock. And that Sock was rare. And Noctowl, of course. So there it is, the explanation points. We need to catch it in the grass, not in the overworld. Rock and Roll, we already caught it. Okay, this might take a while. It's rarer than the Farfetch'd we just caught. But while we're waiting, we could try to evolve it this episode. Should we try? It might be a waste of time, though. You know what? Fury Cutter hits multiple times. No, wait, no it doesn't. I confused it with, like, a different move. Fury Cutter doesn't hit multiple times. It gets stronger the more times you use it. So obviously, it's not what I'm thinking of. But let's use Fury Cutter, see if we can get 3 critical hits. Critical hit, 1. Oh no, it's weak armor. It might not survive. Actually, it's a rock type. What am I kidding? It has high defenses. Even with weak armor. Ooh, Stealth Rock. They brought back the animation from Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee by turning them invisible. I like that. It's very, very, fancy. Yes, Iron Defense. That'll make sure it survives. They made a new animation for Iron Defense. I'm not complaining because I did not really like the old one too much. Another critical hit. Okay. We are evolving it. The same episode we catch it. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I did not think it would be that quick. Okay. Okay. This is happening. Even before we catch our next Pokemon, we are going to evolve Farfetch'd in the same episode we caught it. I can't believe we're this lucky. Oh, I took a critical hit. Okay. Okay. 3 critical hits is all we needed. I mean, Toxel's gonna take a while to evolve. The duck. The greatest of all time. Evolving the same episode we catch it. Oh my goodness, I'm so proud of myself. And I'm so proud of Farfetch'd. I mean, Sirfetch'd. We've been knighted. We serve queen and country. Okay, let's change that. Okay, so, if you look above my head, Sirfetch'd evolved from Farfetch'd. The wild duck Pokemon, pure fighting type. 257 pounds. That's... Trying to calculate how much that is. That's like... How much do I weigh? Let's see... Yeah, that's almost 100 pounds more than I weigh. That's a big duck. Only Farfetch'd that have survived many battles. Well... Back when Sirfetch'd was first released, people were saying that it only evolves after 100 battles in-game. Apparently that's not the case. I don't know when people... I don't know where people found that out. I don't know if they changed it. I don't know if it was never correct to begin with. I don't know who spread it. I don't know why I believed it. I guess it just made sense. Apparently the only way to evolve it is to have it have 3 critical hits in one battle. So, surviving many battles is not actually necessary. 3 critical hits can be done in your very first battle, like we just did. We evolved it in our first battle, because we had a leak item, and we used focus energy. So that I think that guarantees critical hits. Okay, so it can attain this evolution. When this Pokemon's leak withers, it will retire from combat. Okay. Iron Defense. I'm gonna keep old moves. Okay. So, let's see. This Toxel has Nuzzle, Growl, Flail, and Acid, so it's our weakest Pokemon, technically. So let's just, keep it in the front, because it might be useful in catching the Pokemon we're looking for. Okay. There it is! That was not hard! I thought we would be here for like a half an hour, or at least 10 minutes! It was our second encounter, and our first one was useful in evolving Farfetch'd into Sirfetch'd. Oh my goodness, we're so lucky. We're so lucky this episode. Now, I've already been spoiled online that Marnie eventually uses Impidimp's evolution. But technically we're already using a Pokemon Hot Pass, Corvisquire. So, I just want to use Toxel's evolution, and I want to use Impidimp's evolution, because I like their typings. I'm not a fan of the Pokemon designs in every case, but I need a balanced team, and I'm really OCD when it comes to type balancing. There's a lot of Pokemon that I planned on using, but I didn't use, like, Dragapult, I considered Dragapult, I considered Boltund, I considered Colossal, I considered Centiskorch. I also considered Berserker, because I love cats and I love steel types. But we already have a steel type, and I need balance on the team. So, let's catch this Impidimp. If you remember, I already caught Impidimp, I already got traded Impidimp in surprise trades. But I'm not using them because I want to catch it myself. So if this Impidimp is not a nature or ability I like, I'll be upset. But we can always catch another one. Or, I don't know. Now that I caught it, I won't feel guilty about using the one that I've been traded, because it actually is a good one. Or is it? Let's see. Okay, so this Impidimp is Prankster, good. Level 24. Increased special attack. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Okay. I'm sorry to say this, but, this Impidimp, even though it has the ability I don't like... Well, let me look it up. Let me look it up. I need to look this up. Go to the Pokedex, and look up Impidimp. Yes, according to this, Grimmsnarl has a very high attack. Its special attack is not bad, but its attack is amazing. Gets Prankster and Frisk, and I prefer Prankster. Although, Frisk isn't the worst ability. What do you think? Let's see, Prankster. Does it even get any priority moves? Let's see, Hammer Arm. No. Nasty Plot. Do I even want Prankster? Swagger? Fake Tears? You know what? You know what? Wait a minute, what's this Fake Out and Confined? Are those... Don't tell me those are egg moves. Oh, wait, no. Fake Out and Confide are standard remembering moves for a hatched Impidimp. Okay, so they're not egg moves. Okay. I have decided I'm gonna go with this one. Like, because, again, this one is not the ability, not the nature I want. But this one is. It's literally adamant. Increased attack, lowered special attack. Now, usually I don't use Frisk as an ability, but it's actually useful in frisking items on your opponent. That's actually underrated from me. Like, I've underrated it. I've underestimated that ability. It's actually useful. Especially competitively. So, also there's this German one, but again, it's also a special attacking one. With lowered speed, ugh. So yeah, I'm gonna use this level 1. It won't take long to level up. We could use battles and candies, you know? Will not take long. Okay, so this Impidimp, who did it originally belong to? Jackson. Okay, so whoever you are, Jackson, you probably will never see this. You traded this Impidimp in a surprise trade, and I'm gonna use it in my playthrough. All my other Pokemon are from my game, as you can see, but Jackson's Impidimp is actually useful because I do not have the patience to catch my own. I already caught my own. I didn't like it. I'm sorry about that, Impidimp, you know. You didn't have the right nature. I'm picky about that. This one. This is our Impidimp. Anyway. Ah, I made a mistake again. Gotta go to inbox. Okay. Okay. That did not take long. Okay, so now that we caught... Oh, I should probably add it. I forgot about that. Impidimp. There we go. Impidimp. Okay, so we now have 5 Pokemon in our team, even though last episode we only had 2. So yeah, we grew our episode. I mean, we grew our team in this episode. So let's continue on with the story by flying down to the wild area, which is below this bridge. And we're going next time to... Where are we going again? Hammerlock, right? Yeah. So, I've already been around here many, many times. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Share with a friend. Check out my channel for more videos like this. And, thanks for the support. Consider hitting that notification bell. And I'll see you guys next time.